Explorers have allegedly uncovered ancient pyramids beneath Antarctica's ice, sparking a flurry of conspiracy theories and speculative intrigue. Among the most captivating tales is the story of Admiral Richard E. Byrd's supposed encounters with extraterrestrial beings in hidden jungles in the icy expanse of Antarctica. Operation High Jump, officially known as the United States Navy Antarctic Developments Program, 1946-47, was a landmark military and exploratory mission by the U.S. Navy. This operation aimed to establish the Antarctic research base Little America IV, marking one of the most ambitious and extensive Antarctic expeditions ever conducted. Its objectives were broad and challenging, involving significant logistical efforts. The mission's primary goals included training personnel and testing equipment under extreme cold conditions, preparing for future Arctic and Antarctic operations. Additionally, it sought to extend American sovereignty over the Antarctic continent by conducting extensive mapping and scientific research to gather geological and meteorological data. Another key objective was to develop techniques for building, maintaining, and operating bases in the challenging Antarctic environment. A more controversial theory suggests that part of the mission involved investigating underground alien encounters, a claim tied to purported statements by Admiral Byrd, who allegedly hinted at interactions with advanced beings or technology beneath the Antarctic ice. Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd, a seasoned polar explorer, led the operation, while Rear Admiral Richard H. Cruzen commanded Task Force 68. The task force was formidable, consisting of 4,700 men, 13 ships, and 33 aircraft. Departing from Norfolk, Virginia, on December 2, 1946, the journey to Antarctica was a true test, challenging the endurance of the ships and crew amid icy waters and harsh weather. Upon reaching Antarctica, the expedition set up the primary base, Little America IV, near the Bay of Whales on the Ross Ice Shelf, which served as the central hub for reconnaissance, mapping, and scientific research. A vital part of Operation High Jump was aerial reconnaissance, with aircraft conducting extensive photographic flights that mapped nearly 60% of the previously uncharted Antarctic coastline. These flights provided invaluable data on the continent's topography, ice conditions, and potential resources, adding significantly to the mission's success and legacy. Operation High Jump has long been enveloped in conspiracy theories, with one of the most compelling claiming it served as a front for investigating ancient technology hidden beneath the Antarctic ice. Despite lacking credible evidence, this theory continues to captivate, merging elements of historical intrigue, science fiction, and the mysterious allure of Antarctica. Antarctica, with its vast, uncharted landscapes and extreme isolation, naturally invites speculation about hidden mysteries. The continent's harsh environment and inaccessibility make it an ideal backdrop for theories of ancient civilizations and extraterrestrial artifacts. The idea that certain areas could have remained unexplored for millennia adds to its mystique, leading some to believe that advanced technologies or ancient relics might lie buried beneath its ice. Admiral Richard E. Byrd, a significant figure in polar exploration, made statements that have been interpreted and amplified by conspiracy theorists. His reference to Antarctica as the center of a new development for the world is often taken out of context, fueling claims of alien technology discoveries. Byrd's legacy and the enigmatic nature of his expeditions provide fertile ground for these theories. Proponents suggest that Antarctica may have once hosted advanced civilizations during a time when the continent had a more temperate climate. Geological studies reveal that millions of years ago, Antarctica was warmer and potentially habitable, feeding the belief that ancient civilizations could have flourished there. These alleged civilizations are speculated to have developed advanced technologies, possibly with extraterrestrial assistance. Artifacts from these civilizations, including supposed machinery or structures, are imagined to be buried beneath the ice, preserved over countless ages. Supporters often point to the Piri-Reis map, a world map created by an Ottoman admiral in 1513, which seems to depict an ice-free Antarctic coast. They argue that this shows ancient knowledge of the continent's geography, possibly linked to advanced or extraterrestrial sources. The narrative commonly includes claims that the U.S. government discovered alien artifacts or ancient technology during Operation High Jump and subsequently classified this information. According to the theory, these discoveries were seen as too disruptive or panic-inducing for public knowledge. Conspiracy theorists often suggest that governments would want to control such advanced technology for strategic purposes, believing that the US sought to keep alien technology hidden to prevent it from reaching other nations or to explore and possibly reverse engineer it for military benefits. Some versions of the theory include accounts from military personnel who allege witnessing unusual structures or objects during the expedition, adding fuel to the claims. One of the most fascinating and debated elements of Admiral Byrd's legacy involves an alleged secret diary purportedly documenting his encounters with extraterrestrial beings during an Antarctic expedition. This diary, frequently cited in conspiracy circles, adds a layer of intrigue to Byrd's already extraordinary career as a polar explorer. The tale has become central to the lore surrounding Operation Highjump and Byrd's Antarctic explorations. According to the story, this secret diary supposedly contains detailed accounts of Byrd's flight over the North Pole, where he allegedly encountered advanced beings. As the legend goes, during this flight, Byrd reported seeing sophisticated flying craft and beings who communicated with him telepathically. This diary was supposedly hidden from the public for years, only surfacing long after Byrd's death, fueling both fascination and speculation. These beings allegedly identified themselves as extraterrestrial and expressed concerns about humanity's use of nuclear weapons. Communicating telepathically with Byrd, they conveyed messages of peace and cautioned against the devastating potential of nuclear arms. These entities were purportedly members of an advanced civilization monitoring human activity, particularly the development and deployment of atomic bombs during World War II. One of the most sensational claims tied to Admiral Richard E. Byrd's Antarctic expeditions is the alleged discovery of a lush green jungle within the heart of the icy continent. This extraordinary claim, often repeated in conspiracy theories and speculative literature, suggests Byrd encountered an environment that defies conventional knowledge of Antarctica's frigid, barren landscape. Though no tangible evidence exists to substantiate this narrative, it continues to intrigue the public imagination. The origins of the tale that Byrd discovered a jungle in Antarctica stem from various speculative sources blending factual expeditions with creative storytelling. According to some versions of the story, Byrd's flight logs from a 1947 expedition describe flying over a region with unexpectedly warm temperatures, lakes, rivers, and dense vegetation. These alleged logs detail Byrd's astonishment upon encountering what appeared to be a temperate climate zone within the Antarctic Circle, complete with lush greenery and wildlife. This so-called jungle is said to lie in an unexplored part of Antarctica, often referred to as a warm oasis or hidden valley. The area is described as shielded from the surrounding cold by geological or geothermal phenomena, such as volcanic activity or hot springs, creating a unique microclimate that supports plant and animal life. Narratives describe this environment as featuring significantly warmer temperatures than the rest of Antarctica, allowing vegetation typically found in temperate or tropical climates to thrive. Reports include descriptions of dense forests, flowing rivers, and diverse flora and fauna, seemingly out of place in the traditionally understood Antarctic ecosystem. One theory suggests that geothermal activity beneath the Antarctic ice sheet could create localized warm areas. Volcanic heat or hot springs might melt the ice, producing habitable conditions in certain zones. This geothermal hypothesis is used to explain how a jungle-like environment might theoretically exist, although no scientific evidence has been discovered to support this idea. Some proponents propose that this jungle might be a remnant of a prehistoric ecosystem from a time when Antarctica had a significantly warmer climate, millions of years ago. This theory builds on the fact that Antarctica was once part of the supercontinent Gondwana and had a milder climate that could support lush vegetation and a diversity of animal life. Supporters of the diary theory argue that the US government concealed Byrd's findings to prevent public panic and maintain control over potentially revolutionary knowledge and technology. Speculation persists that any advanced technology or information gained from these encounters could offer a strategic advantage, thus justifying secrecy.